Hello guys, welcome to another video. I just want to start with something funny, to kind of get the feeling. Without further ado, let's go into it. King Baldwin the Fourth, the Leper King, Part 2, about his victory in the Battle of Montsegur. Hope you enjoy. Hello friends, we are back with Part 2 of the Leper King. It has been a while, but now I am back to talk more on history and about King Baldwin the Fourth, defending Jerusalem from the Seljuk Turks and establishing his reign, which would go down in history as, though short-lived, a marvelous time of courageous strategy and a great religious spirit that shines bright. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Now, to make a small recap, King Baldwin was crowned monarch of Jerusalem in 1174. Currently 13 years old. His leprosy effects would show up, which would undermine his ability to move and lead. However, it seems that despite all of his setbacks, he was quite a talented person. King Baldwin would be described by William of Tyre as economical, smart, a great lover of history, able to hold conversations well, and especially good with horseback, which was ironic due to his leprosy. He also was described as being close with his father, both in appearance and in personality.
Remember that howsoever you are plagued, or by whom, your soul is in your keeping alone. Even though those who presume to plague you be kings or men of power, when you stand before God, you cannot say, "But I was told by others to do thus," or that virtue was not convenient at the time. This will not suffice. Remember that.
King Baldwin ran his kingdom well. However, he would deal with this problem. He was in a land that was threatened by the ever-growing Emirate of Damascus, led by the great Sultan Saladin. Now, what was this? Who was Saladin? For context, Muhammad created his religion of Islam, which started its fast expansion of growth in the 11th century. Saladin, born in 1137, was a Muslim sultan of Egypt, Syria, Yemen, and Palestine, founder of the Umayyad dynasty, and the most famous of Muslim heroes. He was known for his military leadership and victory against the Christian Crusaders. He became a sort of rival of King Baldwin. He would engage in a policy known as jihad, or a type of holy war that would be defined as human struggle to promote what is right and to prevent what is wrong. However, it is critiqued for being radical, as it allowed slavery and murder upon innocents. Now that we have that context, King Baldwin would engage with Saladin in the first battle, known as the Battle of Montsegur. This battle took place in Egypt as Baldwin was intercepting Saladin's army. Saladin had an army roughly the size of 25,000 men. Saladin's army was planning an invasion upon Jerusalem. However, Baldwin, hearing about this, was immediately intercepted with, according to William of Tyre, only 375 knights. Though, he must have had an additional number of infantry, around 2,000 possibly, yet very small still. They would plan a defense at Ascalon as Saladin continued his march. Saladin would attack Ramla, Lydda, and Arsuf, but because Baldwin was supposedly not a danger, he allowed his army to be spread out over a large area, pillaging and foraging the territory. Baldwin would arrive and the battle would begin. Baldwin would strike from the east and would catch them at the Ramia province. It seemed the strategy would be to take over this province and then strike directly towards Jerusalem, ending the war immediately. Due to Saladin's army being spread out and in unfamiliar surrounding, Baldwin, Gerard of Sidon, and the Knights Templar would advance their invasion and succeed in piercing a weak spot in Saladin's army. It seemed that Saladin underestimated Baldwin, thinking he would be more cautious and play defensively. Saladin couldn't have been more wrong, as Baldwin, 370 knights, and a few thousand infantry units were able to sweep Saladin's army and force a retreat.
I pray you pull back your cavalry and leave this matter to me.
I pray you retire unharmed to Damascus. Reynald of Chatillon will be punished. I swear it. Withdraw, we will all die here.
Another reason Saladin lost this fight was for the factor of not organizing his army successfully. Because of this, Saladin's men were quickly overwhelmed. He was forced to retreat while his army was disorganized and attempted to retreat from the battle. Saladin himself only avoided capture by escaping, as Ralph de Decito claims, on a racing camel. King Baldwin pursued Saladin until nightfall, and then retired to Ascalon. Only a remnant of his army made it back to Egypt with him. Baldwin had won his first battle and kept Saladin at bay, but it was not over. Saladin would be back with more, and these exchanges in these mini battles would continue on. But I will just conclude with an analysis of both Saladin and Baldwin. Baldwin, evident by this battle, was more unpredictable and seemed to engage more directly while being strategic and not hot-heavy. Going hard while being pragmatic and smart is something missed by most people today. These attributes are what gave him this recognition of history and his amazing leadership skills, whether in a battlefield, domestic issues, the economy, or just people in general. Saladin from this battle seemed to not have known who Baldwin was. Whether Saladin was being too confident or just thinking too small, I leave that up to you. But regardless, it led to his loss in this battle. It goes to show how crucial you need to know who you are dealing with before you engage, as different leaders can create wildly different results. Alright, that's enough for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like and subscribe and watch more of my videos. I thank you and hope to see you soon. Bennett out.